In previous videos we have concluded that reading is a must for a professional. It's because he or she needs a lot of useful information, a lot of source material to be effective in solving problems. Today we are going to dive into reading techniques and compare traditional speed reading and professional ones. I have said that a professional needs to process a lot of information, but what does it mean? Statistics tell us that top managers read about one book a week, not more than that. An ordinary qualified person reads 3 to 5 books a year. I'm a developmental editor and consult professionals on the process of writing concentrated books. In other words, I consult them on the process of developing professional techniques. The experimental fact is that professionals need to read a book a day to develop effective methods. One of the reasons for this norm is that usually there is too little source material in books. That's why my colleagues write concentrated books. Such books become handbooks, valuable tools not only for professionals but for qualified persons as well. Thus, we read so many books, not for fun. We do it for professional reasons. That's why speed reading techniques that are pretty popular today is not the right way for us. First of all, we don't need advanced speed reading techniques to read a book a day. Simple tricks are enough to be able to read one book in 2 hours, and this is a good result. My main idea is that speed is not the key function of professional reading. The crucial function of reading is an interpretation or an ability to see the structure of the text. You should be able to extract source material, see the causal links that can be useful for you. If you can't see causal links, your speed doesn't matter, and speed reading techniques are useless. With advanced speed reading skills, you can read 10 books in an hour, but if you cannot see the source material, the efficiency of this reading is equal to 0. Professional reading includes several different steps. It's not a one-way street. Firstly, you make a list of literature, and to do that, you do the literature research. Secondly, you take a book from the list and mark it up quickly. Thirdly, you analyze marked material. Finally, you arrange source material for your knowledge base. Let's go into more detail. Speed marking of the book, it is the first mode of professional reading. You quickly go through the text and highlight the text with pieces of information that could be the source material. Analyzing marked material is the second mode of professional reading. You look through the marked material and try to formulate causal links. In other words, you try to extract formulas that can be applied in your work. If you manage to do that, then the fragment is the source material, and you can add it to your knowledge base. It is the second mode. If you are constantly alternating between these two modes, then you are losing much of your energy. Your concentration has to switch from one mode to another, so it's very important to separate them. It's not so easy, because if the book is interesting for you, there is a temptation to stop marking and start reading the text in the usual way. Those who want to train the skill of professional reading should keep in mind the main principles for professional reading skills. The first principle is regularity. The best way to fulfill this principle is to read every single day for 2 hours at the same time. Weekends are not an exception. The second principle is big flow of information. A book a day is the norm, but novelties can start with 50 pages a day and then step by step increase this amount to 300 or 500 pages a day. The last principle is to separate different operations. Literature review and the reading plan is a separate stage that could be done once per month. Marking up the book is another stage, and so on. The harsh truth of life is that intellectual skills need lots of training and can be easily lost with no practice. If you stop training professional reading for a couple of months, your progress will stop. If you want to know more about professional development principles and strategies, check out the other concentrated videos on the channel. Thank you.